Hi, today we're going to be baking eggless banana nut muffins. Now if you've watched our previous videos where I have baked with the kids, we have made chocolate chip cookies, beetroot brownies, blueberry muffins, blueberry galette, and what else did we make? Carrot muffins. Now those are the videos that I did post, but there have also been a lot of other baking we've done, like vanilla cake, chocolate cupcakes, banana bread, and so on, that I couldn't record a video of because the stars didn't align well that day. Today, as we bake banana nut muffins, as we move on, I will be sharing the recipe, the ingredients, and a little bit of FAQ. So let's get started. So this is how you have to chop, okay? You just have to cut it in half and then cut, okay? Easy peasy. It's not hard, okay? Now why I'm saying nut muffins is because you can use any kind of nuts. Walnuts, almonds. Today I'm using pecans. While my sous chefs help me with the other preps, let's get started with step one. So the muffin tray is ready with the cupcake liners inside, and we're baking 12 muffins. For that, we're gonna also have our nuts chopped. All these things, all these preps can be done beforehand. And then we will get started with mixing the flour first.
And that's how much I chopped. So for now,
to bake banana muffins, you need very ripe bananas. Now I know that a very ripe banana that looks so brown on the outside doesn't feel that edible, but these are the kind that are perfect for banana muffins because then they become, the pulp is so good, they become naturally sweet, and they're perfect for baking instead of the firm banana. First, we're going to get started with the dry ingredients, and then we'll begin all the mashing and mixing. So we need 2 cups of flour. Now I say flour because you could use a mixture of all-purpose flour with whole wheat flour, almond meal, or any other kind of flour that you want to use. What I'm planning to do today is add it 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, half cup of whole wheat flour, and 1/4 cup of almond meal. This is what I use, the almond flour.
all kinds of flours.
Okay, and instead of using a mixing bowl or something else, I'm just using this parchment paper to just mix everything in. And then for the other dry ingredients, we need 1/4 teaspoon salt.
This,
Okay, always remember to level it. Okay.
like this.
Yeah. So in order to make the recipe a little easier to remember, just remember that there are 4 basic dry ingredients.
Put it in.
Yeah, which is flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt. Okay, just to make it very simple, very easy to remember a recipe. And then for the wet ingredients, remember there are 4 basic ones: banana, sugar, oil, and vanilla. Once you have these 4 basic ingredients, then you can add whatever else you want. You could add nuts, you could add shredded coconut, you could add anything else in addition to these ingredients. Okay, you're done with the chopping?
Yeah, let me now show it.
Okay, level it out because you don't want excess baking soda, but you want just enough as a raising agent to expand and rise. All right, put it in here.
I thought I could.
That's okay, I will give you the next one, okay?
Yeah. So I'm now show that my chopping.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you lift the chopping board to show your
That
chopping?
looks interesting.
And then this is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder is enough leavening agent to increase the volume and to lighten the texture.
Should I drop it now?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, 4 ingredients ready. We're going to just mix it with a fork. You could use a whisk or anything that you want, but if you want to keep it simple with less utensils to wash, less tools to use. This works. All right, can you do this? Mix it up like this.
Yes,
Okay, we want to make sure that the baking powder, baking soda, salt are all mixed in with the flour. You could also use a sieve if you want. I don't want to. Now we're gonna get started with the wet ingredients on one hand. Okay, you have the chopped nuts here, right? I am going to measure the nuts and keep them ready. You could use anywhere from 1/4 cup to half cup of nuts. What I want to do today is use a little more than 1/4 cup of pecans with a little bit of shredded coconut. So I'm gonna have that ready too and get that out of the way. Banana and coconut is a great combination any day, isn't it? You can think of the other combinations that you like with banana. You want to add some cinnamon? Sure. Anything else? What else do you think goes well with banana? How about banana strawberry? Once you have a base recipe, it's just up to you whatever variation you want to add into it. All right. So I'm going to have the nuts and the coconut ready over here. Make sure it doesn't fall off the parchment paper, okay? So you can just bring it up like this so that it all stays inside. Now let's start with bananas first, okay?
Can I water?
Yeah, hang on.
Brown bananas.
Alright.
Those on the bananas we eat. They're raw bananas.
So this is how it's too much light. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is absolutely fine. It's not like it's brown on the inside, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not brown on the inside.
We
It's
need
fine.
3 more bananas, so we had 4. You took
Yeah,
away
we're
one,
using
so
4
we have-
bananas. You can easily have this recipe. I have used this recipe to make just 6 banana nut muffins plenty of times, and it works perfectly.
Why are we doing from the bottom?
That's where it's easier to open the banana from, not from the stem, because then from the stem you kind of have to do that so much. Did you know this is how monkeys also peel the banana and eat? They don't take it out from the stem, they take it from the other side. I went to a monkey, was that a monkey temple or monkey something in Indonesia?
Monkey jungle?
No, monkey temple, or I forgot what that place was. But that's where monkeys love eating banana, and that's how they peeled it. And that's where I got the idea from a monkey on how to peel a banana.
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah. See, although it looks so brown on the outside,
It's like inside.
it's absolutely fine inside. And 4 very ripe bananas would easily give you about 2 cups of pulp after you mash it. You're
But
done
the
with all
mash
the
is
mixing
much
of the flour. We're gonna
easier.
use a fork to mash it.
But that's not much easier.
All right, let me show you. If you mash it this way, you're just pricking it. You have to use the fork this way in order to mash it. See the
Okay.
difference? So just when I started baking, I did not switch on the oven because I knew we were not going to get done in 10 minutes. So a lot of recipes start with step number 1, preheat your oven to 350. Start preheating when you know you're about 10 minutes there. All right, very nice. So this is how you want to mash it with your fork. Done. And now that is enough mashing because we're going to be doing a lot more mixing, okay? Now, next thing what we need is, because overripe bananas are very naturally sweet on their own, I like to use about 3/4 cup of sugar. Okay, Keshav, put it. Alisha, put it. Yeah.
Where should I put this?
Inside. I like to make my baked goods a little moderately sweet, but if you like it sweeter, you can go ahead and put 1 cup of sugar. Otherwise, in case your muffins don't turn out that sweet in the end, just drizzle some powdered sugar mixed with some water, or just drizzle some caramel sauce on top to balance your muffins out. There's a way to fix a lot of things. All right, now mix.
Me.
Yeah, go ahead, mix. Now by the time he mixes this with the fork, don't have to use another tool for now. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Add it in here. Okay?
Yeah.
And half cup of oil.
So I just
Pour it in here.
don't try.
Alright? Go ahead. Okay. Pour it until it reaches almost half cup, okay? What kind of oil do you use for your baking? You could use olive oil. I'm not that fond of it. I feel like I get some kind of aftertaste.
Stop.
Yeah. I use avocado oil for my cooking, my baking, salads, everything. And you want to use any kind of oil that doesn't have an aftertaste or a flavor. For example, I would never use peanut oil, sesame oil, mustard oil. All these oils have flavors and a strong aroma. I wouldn't use those for baking, all right? Now, here we go. I'm just going to...
That made it easier for taste.
Yeah. Careful, okay? Don't drop it outside.
I already know that. I already know.
Now we have all of this mixed in, and now we're gonna use the spatula in order to fold. Now remember, there's no whisking, whipping, beating involved in making muffins. You have to just use folding because there's no incorporating air or all of that. But now is when I'm gonna switch on my oven, because now I know by the time the oven preheats is when we will be ready by. What does folding mean? Can you show me? Correct.
Easy.
Yes, that's what it means. Whipping and whisking and beating is different than folding. This is how you fold it, okay?
All this is folding, but whipping it and all that stuff is called mixing.
Okay, now we're gonna start making our batter, but there are a few things to keep in your mind. Don't make the batter too thin or the muffins will rise but fall flat. Don't make the batter too thick because it's not a dough, it's not a cookie dough. It's going to be a batter of thick dropping consistency, but not like a thick dough. Don't overmix it, otherwise the muffins will become too dense. So here we go. Now because we have 2 cups of flour with everything mixed in, we're going to take 1 cup at a time. Okay? Alish,
Yes?
I want you to mix it in and then start folding it, alright? Mix. Gentle, okay? What I'm also gonna do at the same time is we have our pecans and coconut. I'm gonna dust them a little with the flour we have because I don't want all the pecans to sink in. So anytime you want your nuts to float somewhere in between the muffin or to rise on top, you want to make sure that they are dusted with a little bit of flour, otherwise they all sink in.
Now fold, Mom.
So that's the pecan and coconut mixture, and I'm just going to,
Easy, that's easy to remember.
that's it, easy peasy. That, and I'm going to add that at the end. Okay, so we could mix this at the initial stage, okay, but later we start to fold it in. All right. Now all right, go ahead. Another thing to remember is, just in case your batter turns out to be a little thick, you can always add a few teaspoons of milk. Now because we're trying to keep it eggless, these are the variations that you can use as, these are the substitutes you can use instead of egg. You could increase oil if you want, but for me that amount of oil is sufficient to keep the muffin moist. But right now I feel like this is enough dropping consistency that I want, okay?
Too fat.
All right.
Good, fat.
Now Keshav, add this, Alish. Now we're adding the nut mixture, the pecans and coconuts that are dusted with the flour. So that's adding a little more. Yes.
I taste that.
Do you want to taste it right now?
It's better.
Well, there are no eggs in this batter, so it's safe to taste it.
Me too. Mmm. Tastes yummy. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. Great. Taste very super.
All right,
duper
now I
delicious.
am going to fold this in.
Too delicious. It's yummy. Best butter. That was just for tasting it. What I'm thinking. What is it? What is it? Are we going to taste another or what? We just did a taste test.
Okay,
So
now we are going to
nothing
scoop
worked.
the muffin batter into the muffin liners. Why do you think we should scoop them in? Because it is easy to measure it, because you wouldn't want to weigh each spoon of your, no, that's okay, of your batter, would you? And then you will have almost even sized, I'm not saying even shaped, because the best part about baking muffins, according to me, is the imperfection.
Mama,
Each muffin could have its own kind of a dome, form its own shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect. The oven is ready. All right, scoop it in. Okay, so this is how we take a scoop, turn it, press it, drop it. Got it? Okay. Try it.
This is how we scoop it. That is not enough.
Not enough. Good.
This.
You want to just take it, scoop it, and then when you wipe it, you know you're taking the equal amount, almost equal amount of batter. Okay, and then press it with your thumb. Okay, into the pan. Got it?
More needs to.
Yeah, we'll add more later, right? Not right now.
I get.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. We'll add more later, not right now. All right, scoop up.
This is how much.
Some things to remember as you put the batter in is you don't want to keep it halfway, otherwise you won't get the dome top. You will get a flat top like a cupcake, which is why you don't fill the cupcake batter all the way to the top, so that then you could put the cupcake frosting on that. So this one I would fill 3/4 or almost to the top. And I still have some batter left, so I'm gonna, now with the spatula, I am going to take everything else that's remaining here. Love silicone spatulas for that reason. And it wipes everything from the bowl. All right, and I'm gonna just drop it wherever I feel like it needs a little more batter.
Hey, that little one could be in there.
Little one could be in here. All right, is it equal now?
Yes.
All right, so after you put the muffin batter, then we're gonna tap it just to take out any air bubbles that are formed inside, but not to level it, because you need the leveling for cupcake, not for muffins, okay? That's enough.
So now we're going to put it back in the oven.
All right,
Yeah.
open the oven for me, please.
Time to bake. Here goes. Baking time is on.
Baking at 350 degrees
Oh my
Fahrenheit, and let's set the timer for 25 minutes first. Then we're gonna do the toothpick test.
No. Oh. I like to see it. See, it's puffing up already.
10 minutes left. I'm going to just turn these so they bake evenly. Okay, we have 2 minutes left, but they have started to get brown. And so we're gonna have a quick toothpick test.
Let's
Let's
poke it.
see. poke it in. I need a smaller toothpick, please. Putting the skewer inside. It's coming out clean.
Here.
Thank you. It's coming out clean. It's ready. I always leave the muffin tray on a cooling rack. And whatever the heat the muffins have will still help it cook from the inside. And look at these beautiful domes. Oh, I love it. This one had less batter, that's why it did not rise so much. You see that?
Mm-hmm. The one who had less batter.
Mm-hmm. If you like your muffins to have the nut topping on top, what you would do is instead of adding all the nuts inside the batter, you would keep part of those nuts that are dusted with some flour. You would sprinkle them on top of your batter. So as they bake, as the muffin bakes, that also rises up. And then you have all nuts on top. I like it like that too. So we have these beautiful 12 eggless banana nut muffins baked to a beautiful light brown, dark brown, very nice color. And this is how it is. Soft, you can see, yet firm to touch, firm structure. And once they cool down a little bit, we're gonna have a taste test. All right, it's been 5 minutes since we left this alone, and that should be good enough for it. It's still warm, but you can take them out and let them cool down completely.
Could we?
Go ahead. Yeah, leave them. They are still warm inside. We're gonna let them cool down just a little bit and then dig in. But as you saw, this was just so easy to make. A little bit of mashing, mixing, scooping and baking. No creaming, no whipping, no beating, nothing. I suppose that's why the banana muffins are called breakfast muffins, because nobody has that kind of time to make an elaborate breakfast. It's so easy to just quickly put this together and serve banana nut muffins for breakfast. I hope you enjoyed our video, and if you try our recipe, tag us, share with us. We'd love to know. We'd love your feedback. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I think we are ready to eat it. Wanna have?
Yeah.
Go for it. Pick one.
I picked this one, the big.
The big one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I picked the
look
cute
at
one.
this. I like how it has the cracked top, a little bit of dome.
Dude, Diamond. This is a good muffin.
Really? May I try a bite from yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first I'm going to take it out from here. Aha.
So delicious.
And then I'm going to
I could taste it. Yeah.
look at that. And then you can see those
Pretty,
banana
how many?
threads.
It's
Look at that.
yummy.
A little bit of coconut. Oh, yummy. And so soft.
Can I
You see
dig
that?
in now?
Yeah.
Could we have more? No.
Mmm.
So delicious.
These are good. And actually very moderately sweet for our taste. You definitely might want to go up on the sugar for a little bit.
Right.
So good.
This one? You look at the picture. Nice flower on your head. Can I see that flower? It's actually cherry. I like the
Okay,
cherry.
ready?
I like it too. It's the best around your head. Uh-huh.
Hi, today we're gonna be baking banana muffins. No, not again.
You didn't remember.
Yeah, that's okay. Hi, today we're gonna be baking eggless banana nut muffins. And
Oh.